learn from my mistakes. So you can't see it on here with the sun, but I launched a digital product called Threads Unleashed last year on July 1st. And it was a $10 ebook on my strategy on how I grew on Threads, how I grew 1,017 followers in 31 days. I increased the price to $17 on day 6 of the launch. And that thing went on to sell $14,305 in the month of July from a little $17 PDF. Pretty wild. I've sold that thing 1,600 times since then. And it had a license to the product called a master resale license where people could resell it as their own. Now I'll create a different video on why I did that, and I did it for branding purposes, not to make a lot of money. It did better than I thought. But anyways, Threads Unleashed has probably been consumed by I would guesstimate by 10,000 people. A lot of people have read it and consumed it and sold it. And it's an easy read, it's like 15 minutes. But I got in my head a couple of months ago and I thought, well, everybody has it. Everybody's read it. Why should I still sell it? And that was my mindset for the last 3 to 4 months. So I stopped promoting it. Don't ask me why. Oh, that's why. I mean, it's foolish. It's scarcity thinking. I struggle with it at times. I've gotten better with it and having like an abundance mindset. But I truly thought like, oh, well, everybody has it. I can't sell this thing. So at the end of May, I had a conversation with a friend of mine, Audrey. And I said, you know, I'm gonna start promoting Threads Unleashed once a day over on Threads. I have 15,000 followers over there. There's a lot of those followers that don't have Threads Unleashed. So I started promoting it every single day over there, just about every day. Now, I'm not making life-changing money, but in the month of June, I've made $465 just from selling Threads Unleashed. Again, a product that I stopped selling like 3 months ago. And when I say stop selling, I stopped promoting it. I still had it linked in my bio. I'd make a sale here and there, but I wasn't promoting it because I have stinkin thinkin, and I thought everybody had it. You know, so a couple weeks ago, I made a change and I started selling it. Or I started pitching it, I should say, on a daily basis. And what do you know, $465, it's 11 days into June. Not life-changing money, that's probably about $40 a day. You know, but times that, that's $1,200 a month. You know, for a product that I basically had somewhat written off because I thought, well, everybody has it. And it's like, no, dum-dum. I don't know how many, I think there's like 250 million users, active users on Threads. There's a whole lot of people that don't have that product. You know, so the lesson in this is don't make the same mistake I did. And a lot of us get in our head, and myself included, a lot of us get in our head and think, you know, oh, they already consumed it. I was chatting with a lady on Threads yesterday, and I was sharing my content repurposing strategy and how I repurpose a lot of my content. I write an email, and then I turn that email into a blog post. And she was like, don't you email subscribers get upset that you wrote it as a blog post? And I was like, no. I was like, in fact, I said, people actually thank me. You know, I'll share it as a blog post on Threads like 2 or 3 weeks later, and somebody will read the blog post and be like, hey, I remember this email from a few weeks ago. Thanks for sharing it again. I needed that reminder. You know, so we get so caught up in our head, and we think the world is so much smaller, and we think so many people are paying attention to what we're doing, and they're really not. They're really not paying attention, not nearly as close as you think. And I've just shared an example. I struggle with it too. You know, oh, everybody has Threads Unleashed. What a stupid, no, just because maybe 10,000 people consumed it and there's 250 million people on Threads, I could promote Threads Unleashed every single day for the next 10 years. And I'm still not gonna touch probably 95% of the market. You know, so we get in our heads and we think the world is so much smaller than it really is. You know, and people are paying attention so much more than they really are. I mean, I make offers on my social media often, and I only sell a couple of products. One, I sell the Digital Product Challenge. And what it is a PDF, and it helps you create and launch a PDF in 5 days or less. And then I become your first customer. That's kind of the carrot on the stick. I talk about that thing on social media all the time. I don't necessarily pitch it all the time, but I talk about it often. It's shocking how many people will message me or comment on that post, and they're like, what is this? I've never heard of it. And I was like, are you new around here? Did you just start following me? Like, I talk about this on a daily basis. You would be shocked how much of your audience doesn't know what you do. There's a guy on Facebook I follow. He pumps out this long form content, written content. He's an entrepreneur. It's pretty surface level stuff, but he gets so much engagement, and I don't get how he gets that much engagement. I have no idea what he sells. I have no idea. He doesn't have a link in his bio. He just shares this like helpful information, never makes pitches, never makes offers. I have no idea what the fuck he does. And that's the case for like a lot of people that I follow. I'm like, I don't know what they do. They talk about a lot of stuff. I don't know what they do though. And I was like that for years. I shared all the helpful information. I was always in teacher mode, but I never pitched anything, or I rarely pitched anything. And I rarely made sales because I rarely pitched anything. You know, so I kind of went off on a bit of a tangent here, but the reminder and the lesson is they're not watching as closely as you think they are. You need to make offers. You need to pitch. If it upsets somebody and you're coming across too salesy or it pisses somebody off, they'll unfollow you. Plain and simple. Like, who cares? Like, I don't care about that anymore. I used to. I could give a shit if people unfollow me, unsubscribe, unfollow me on YouTube. I don't care about any of that. I used to, but I don't anymore. We're here to build a business. We're here to make money. It's not a charity. It's not a hobby. At least not what I'm doing. I'm here to make money, you know? And I think most of the people that are watching this are here to make money. So talking about your offer and pitching your offer and selling your offer, and there's different ways you can do it. You can spice it up a bit, which I've gotten lazy with Threads Unleashed. I could bundle it up with some things, you know, create a Threads Unleashed bundle, increase the price, a special offer, include something for free, maybe a 15-minute call or whatever. You can sexy it up and still sell the same offer. Just kind of tweak the offer, tweak the angle, tweak the positioning, bundle it up, run some type of promotion, sale, flash sale, whatever it is. You know, so don't get in your head like I did and quit promoting a product where I have 216 testimonials. So it's a product that people like and a product that can help a lot of people. And here I am in my head going, well, everybody has it. I can't promote it anymore. You know, that was my thinking the last 3 months, you know. And so just think, like I said at the beginning of this video, I'm about roughly $1,200 in sales. I'm getting upset with this camera, I'll tell you that, for $800 fucking dollars. This thing has a mind of its own as I'm walking. It's supposed to follow my head. It don't do a good job. I think it's been drinking. But let's say I make $1,200 this month from Threads Unleashed, a product that I stopped promoting. You know, after the last 3 months, that's $3,600. So maybe that's what I'll title this YouTube video, my $3,600 mistake and how you can avoid it. And the lesson is, promote your damn offer. Even if you have 100 followers, there's a pretty good chance that 95 of them have not bought yet. And it's just gonna take some time. They might need to see your offer 1 time. They might need to see your offer 7 times. They might need to see your offer 48 times. So keep selling it, keep promoting it. Don't make the foolish mistake like I did and get in my head and think, oh, well, everybody has it, I'm not gonna sell it no more. Because that's stinkin' thinking, that's living in Scared City. You get it, Scared City? And I moved from Scared City a long time ago. I don't like that place. But every once in a while, I get lost and I go back down to Scared City. So don't have that Scared City mindset. There's plenty of people out there that would benefit vastly and greatly from your knowledge. So promote your shit and make an offer every single day. I do these videos each and every day, Monday through Friday, where I just ramble on a topic for 8 to 12 minutes. If you have comments, questions, concerns about selling PDFs, drop them right down below. Also hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed this raw, real, and ramble style content.